Hello, welcome back. Just setting up for the stream today. How we all doing? Looking good there. Yeah, looking very good. All right. Just going to send out the notification that we are live. We're going to get right into this. But welcome back. We have One Piece 1162. FTCB scans, because I swear to God, every time I prepare for one thing, they just say, hey, by the way, change of plans, Chief. Well, too bad, because I said I was going to do it today, so I'm going to do it today. It just irritates me. It's like, I have free time on other days that I could do it, that they've done it before in the past, and all of a sudden, delay. Fine. Then we'll switch it up and have it be delayed next time. Oh, early. It's like, goddamn, I can never get this. Either way, though, we're here. Hope everyone's having a nice day. A nice Friday evening, or if it's for someone else ahead in the time, I guess it would be a nice Saturday morning / getting into their afternoon, potentially. Maybe? Either way. I just hope everyone's having a good time. Sorry might be like a couple minutes late. Was watching a very interesting video on how to roast an ostrich leg. I'm like, I don't have ostriches, but that'd be kind of neat. Anywho, let me get the last little touch-ups posted for there. Got that. All right. Got the chapter. Yes, sir. All right. Here we go. So, yeah. Welcome back. We have chapter 1162 of God Valley Battle Royale. I mean, that title alone gets me hyped. But, yeah, we're here, man. We are here. As I predicted, we probably will be here for at least this chapter. I want to say maybe next chapter, too. We could still be here in God Valley. You know what? I'm okay with that. Oda's editor said, like, listen, we're going to have it all come out now. Great. Fantastic. If you mean that, mean it. Say it with your chest. I want to see everything. Now, it's still Oda. It's still the manga. So, I don't know how much, like, flashback fighting we're going to get. AKA, like, are we going to have extended periods of this person's fighting this person? Probably not. That's probably where, like, the anime is going to come in. Which the anime has been crazy as of late. Oh, I mean, they've... Post Wano, and even Wano itself, anime have been interesting. Especially when adding content. That's what I'm expecting here for God Valley Incident, which is fine. That's okay. That's okay. The anime can have their field day and do whatever they need to, like, to extend fights. So let's say we don't see Captain John fight anyone in this flashback here. In the anime, he might fight like a God Knight for like a minute. Cool. Kaido fights someone. Again, maybe like another God Knight in the anime they'll give him. Let's say the Roger and Whitebeard clash that we saw in this flashback in God Valley, they might extend that a little bit more, where it's like, it's not just a clash, it's a full-on, you know, collision between them two. Could be. It could very well be. But anyway, yeah, so far this flashback has been great. Like, technically, I guess it's still the Loki flashback, but fuck, it's been coming very lockstep towards just the Rocks Pirates and their whole shebang. And it's been great. It's just been fantastic. Awesome world building. Interesting insight to some characters, new and old. I'm curious to see the end result and what it means for the future for other characters. Then, of course, we got to get back to the Giants of Elbaf and see the fall of King Harold. That still has to happen with Emu at some point. Emu in general, I know a lot of people are trying to get hyped up. And potentially they are gonna do something, maybe even at God Valley here. I don't know. That'll be dope. That'll be really dope if Emu said, yeah, I'm coming down. Because if he's moving for Luffy, yeah, all these other instances, why wouldn't you move for, like, rocks at God Valley? Especially if you guys were planning to kill him. Why wouldn't you move to get Roger at some point? Or Whitebeard? It's like these kind of big figures. And then, of course, people bring up, like myself, why hasn't the government in certain instances done better to fight the world, to fight the emperors? It's like, yeah, they're a problem for sure, but it's very clear they have a lot of assets they just don't use. So that's always been up for debate, still kind of is. And if I could make more video content, I probably would do a video content on, like, okay, world government, wait, what have you been doing, man? What have you been doing? Maybe it was gonna clarify, like, they can't always move. That was the old argument, but it's like, we do see them move, though, so it's like, I don't know. Either way, very good chapter. Last week with Rei-san at the end with Shakuyaki. I'm very curious on how we're going to pick up this time. And we're going to follow immediately after, or we're going to cut away. Oda likes to cut away and do that stuff. Again, we'll probably still be here from this end of the chapter, maybe the next chapter. After that, again, we're going to get into King Harold. Then with Harold and the Giants, we could be here for like at least 3 more chapters. I don't know if Oda's going to go to like the end of the new year in this flashback. That would be kind of crazy. That would be kind of crazy. Like, till the new year, we're going to be in the flashback. That's a pretty good chunk of time. I'm down for it because we could get a lot of cool insights and stuff, but I doubt that. I doubt that. I can predict, because I know we're on break next week, because we're going to do some other stuff, but I also heard the news from the online sources. So we have a break next week. We'll try and hit up some kind of like different manga that we have to get to for read-throughs and whatnot. After that, I feel like we have like almost a good idea of how many breaks Oda's going to do. And by this point in the year, Oda does tend to take a lot more breaks than normal. Then even going into the new year, you also have like spring stuff that like has for Jump and holidays. So it's like that. There's probably going to be some live action stuff for season 3 that they have to go to Cape Town. I think it is Cape Town. He's got to have to go because he likes going there to supervise things. Then, of course, there's some other stuff. God forbid his health. So, like, getting back into the Luffy, Loki, Emu stuff in real time, it's going to be slow. It's going to be a slow process, but we're going to get there. I'm okay staying here forever, however long we need to. I've made this statement many times before, and I'll say it again. When we have these moments of either flashback material and or like greater world views, I always say it. Yo, fuck the Straw Hats. We're staying here. Other series don't get that luxury because a lot of the time, a lot of the community, blindly so, believe that it's not important and then it has to be rushed and or pay for it later on because then you lose a lot of viewership and then the series gets canceled. It's like, that pisses me off because this was an important arc. Yeah, our main characters aren't here, but fuck them. We don't need them. Every scene for every instance for the entire goddamn story. But, you know, that's how it is for most other series. One Piece, it can kind of be a little bit flexible. To me, all these moments and stuff is just practice for the Void Century flashback, which I've also talked about. I've said it very clearly, like, listen, that needs to be an arc. The Void Century flashback arc with a capital A. It needs to be our golden age for One Piece. Yeah, I have high expectations. And to meet those expectations, it has to be in an actual arc format. Not just, a string of chapters, we don't know when they're going to end. No. Arc. Yes, sir. And if it doesn't meet that criteria or people are complaining it's too long, shame on all of them. Because they're being blinded to what they need to actually experience and understand. And the only way they do that, for all the buildup we've had for all these thousands of chapters, is to make sure the Void Century is taken care of properly. And to do that, it needs to be fleshed out. And to be fleshed out, it's got to be extensive. To me, at least. We're not going to get everything, but it needs to be extensive. All right, I've done enough rambling. So yeah, let's get into this. As always, we're reading off of TCB scans. Although they pop off so infrequently, I'm like, damn, should I get another site to read when it comes out a little bit more like on the dot? I'm debating it. But nonetheless, we're here with TCB scans again. We will be using the chat for you guys to have a link to it. So if you want, actually, I might actually just pin it. Yep, so there is the chapter link. It's pinned to the chat for you guys who are watching live. If you haven't already read it, I know I'm late, so most people have definitely read it by now. It's been a day. VOD Gang, though, I see you, number one. Number two, if you are reading live or, VOD Gang for you watching later, link will be in the description down below, as always. Thank you very much for supporting me, whether you're here live or, again, just watching later on. Always appreciate it. All right, let's get into this. Let's get into this. I'm going to turn down the music just a scooch. All right. Here we go. One Piece, chapter 1162, God Valley Battle Royale. So Yamato is still here. She's still here. Next chapter, leave. Next chapter that we have a cover story with her. It's time. It's time. Oda, if people want Loki, Yamato needs to join. That's one of the criteria. That's one of the criteria for him to join, for me. Yamato has to join. Because I don't want to hear, oh, we need him, we need him, need him. But it's like, yo, unless Zoro and Sanji get a massive power-up, he can't join the crew. Why is that important? Because a lot of people were saying back in the day, when Wano Country was ending, Yamato can't join because she was eclipsing Zoro and Sanji in power. To a degree, I still agree with that at that time, and also, around that circumstances for those characters. Now, obviously, I think they're definitely stronger than Yamato. Loki, on the other hand, I don't think so. I still think right now, if Sanji and Zoro were to fight Loki 2v1, I think Loki's got it. It's not pretty. It's probably a high-dip fight, but he's got it. And that's not okay. At least that's the idea that a lot of people think. That cannot be okay. You cannot have a crew member stronger than Zoro, the first mate, aka the vice captain, and then, of course, Sanji, the other wing of the Pirate King over here. You can't have that. You can't have that. We joke and meme with Jinbei, but at the end of the day, you can't have that for the dynamic of the crew. Well, we're going to keep that. Loki can't join because I just don't see Zoro and Sanji getting massive power-ups. I see them getting some power-ups, like humongous leaps in power. Oda's kind of done that here and there, but this is, I feel like, going to be one of his biggest jumps outside of maybe like the beginning of Wano Country. But like Wano Country at least had multiple power-ups. How many of you guys think we're going to get here? It's either going to be a vast amount or like very few, but apparently it's going to be astronomical leaps. Oda could do it, but I'm going to be like, this is weird. This is weird, Oda. This is going to be very weird. Either way, Yamato, please leave Wano Country. It's time. Come and join the crew. Come aboard and bring along all your hopes and dreams. Only Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage Final Volume. Oh, please. I don't want to read it. I don't want to read it only because I'm scared that O's going to be like, by the way, Luffy, fuck you. I'm staying here in Wano Country. I've learned to love the land. I've learned to, like, live off the land and its people. They need me. No. Please. Please, God, Oda, don't do this. Don't do this to me. You have ulti in page 1. You don't need her anymore. You don't need her. You don't need her. All right. Final volume. Dear Luffy Dono, it's another peaceful day in Wano. Oh my God. It's another peaceful day in Wano. Brother, are you serious? Yo, Yamato, get the fuck out. You did the journey. You did the journey. You did what Oden did here. You're good. You don't have to stay here anymore. You can leave. All right, this volume journey, this volume story kind of pisses me off. I ain't gonna lie, guys. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I'm salty. I'm salty. I'm a little salty. Seriously, she's gonna stay here. I hope Oda is like, just kidding. Like, end of Elbaf, Yamato ship arrives. Please, please. I'm tired of this. All right. First page. Rocks and St. Garling, really? All right, that's a crazy start. Rocks and St. Garling are clashing in the northwest, excuse me. All right, like I said, clashes, man, clashes. No one's safe in God Valley, the narration box says for us. Send backup. Rocks versus Garling. The Roger Pirates. Roger's current location. Interesting. The Navy. Rocks Pirates. The Treasures. Right, so we have the area of the island, the split of the valley itself, the infighting in between there, the locations of the Navy and all the pirate people that matter. And then we have, right, just past where the Roger Pirates apparently are. So you had two flanks. You had two flanks from the Rocks Pirates. You had some of the Rocks Pirates go inside from where they landed. Then I guess some of them are going around and flanking the island to get like a pincher move. And I guess Rocks is leading that subdivision. And there he's clashing with Garling. So wait, actually, hold on a second. The Roger Pirates landed, I guess, maybe where the God Knights are? Wow, that's crazy. Yo, they're ready to fucking fight the God Knights. They're like, let's go. Obviously, they probably didn't know exactly where they were landing, but okay. Interesting. Garling and Rocks are fighting. Yo, is Garling going to get upscaled? Because, yo, we're upscaling Rocks and by proxy King Harold. Maybe soon to be Roger. Maybe Garp, because I know a lot of you guys were doing that last time. If we're going to upscale, listen. Listen, man, listen. If Garling and Rocks... Hey, what's up, RG? Welcome back. I see you. Welcome back to One Piece. If Garling and Rocks are going to be clashing and fighting... Hey, wait a minute now. Garling might have to get upscaled again. Like, a lot of people have high expectations for Garling, but... Sheesh. Garling and Rocks? Okay, let me see this. Rocks versus Garling. There's treasure, but you want to go the other way. Interesting. We've got the Rocks' crew behind us, and the Navy at our front. Go ahead, Rayleigh. I'll handle the things here. My bad, Roger. So, Roger and his boys are going to handle business. So, Rayleigh and Shaki, of course, can, vamoose. Rayleigh, get Shaki back. What? Man, I'm so jealous. Damn it, me too. Beat Rayleigh and take Shaki. Sure. Good luck with that, guys. That's that one torturer guy, the dwarf. And then, I forget this guy's name. Like, there's like two other people on the Roger Pirates that apparently are good swordsmen. I think it's the guy with the ponytail. Side tangent. Thank you. Wiki. Here we go. Intelligence Officer Spencer. Right, that was the name. Who was the other guy that had a name? There was another member of the pirate crew that had a name. I think it was Taro or something. So we have Roger, Rayleigh, Wiki. Get the fuck off. The hell off. Ads. Roger, Rayleigh, Scopper, Crocus, Moon Isaac. Right, the nose dude. Donkino, the weird sailor dude. Millet Pin, the dwarf. Rowing, just some dude in the background. Arrow, the guy with the hat and the mustache. Spencer, who he kind of always has a sword on him. Petromo. Jackson Baron, that guy is the one with the wings. Blue Marine. Durag. This guy, Max Marxer. Yeah, this guy has big muscles. He's got big muscles. Seagull, we kind of see him inconsistently. Sunbell, Taro, that's who I was thinking. Taro. Yeah, him and Spencer are get a lot of clout every once in a while because they have swords and stuff. And in One Piece, even though they don't do a good job at it, swords mean everything. Okay, interesting. So we see Spencer and Millet do their thing. Yo, Shiki. He's like, no, my Shucky. What? Yukon dumbass. Shocky would get hurt. Focus on gathering treasure instead. Everything else is still up for grabs. True, the Rocks Pirates are like, we lost Shocky, but money. Money and whatever they can get. Shocky obviously is very, very happy with her little position right now. Shocky, there's something I got to tell you. Don't say another word. I already know. Oh. What could it be? What could it be? My title, the Dark King. It means, yo, that would be kind of cool. Prize storage room. It's crazy out there. We couldn't ask for a better opportunity. Well, we know who that is. Yeah, we know who that is. We're seeing this shot again. We're now getting a new perspective on Kuma getting his fruit and Ivankov getting their fruit. And, of course, the Dragon know me. Dragon. There was a lot of theories if there were other devil fruits here up for auction in the treasure chest. Let's see if some of those theories were correct. Let's see if some of them are correct. Yes! I don't know which is which, so just eat them. Oh, okay. So Kuma with the paw fruit. Yeah, Ivankov was gonna eat the Dragon Omi, and we've seen fan art of... We've seen fan art of it, but at the same time, Oda saw it too and said, you know what? You know what, gang? Oh, come on. Give me a good picture. Google, please. Oh, Google, you're failing me right now. All right, fuck it. We'll just get the SBS. Oda saw all the fan art, all the memes, and in an actual SBS, he said, yeah, sure, like, this is what would have happened if Ivankov got the dragon fruit. Dope. Imagine if Kuma got the dragon fruit. Ooh. So many people would have upscaled a lot of things in the story if they got the dragon fruit. Just saying. Anyway. So, yeah, they have the dragon fruit. Kuma has the paw. Other treasures and whatnot are in the storage room. It's on fire. Yep, Big Mom. Now it's almost like we've seen, like, the other side of her coming in. Of her sliding on in to get the fruit. Choking out this kid. Again, motherly instincts. You know, a little inconsistent, but whatever. Come here, little shit. Give me that fruit. Give me that fruit. Phew. Close one. Fucking came in like a speed demon over here. Looking good, though, Big Mom. Looking good. Eva-chan. Hand that one over to Kuma. Don't think. Just eat it. You have to eat it. And he does in one gulp. She's like, damn it. Save them. If we get a single prisoner off the island, we can call it our victory. I almost sound like Shiki right now. And I think, what does he do? Like, he, like, frees, like 200-something, 300-something prisoners? Slaves? Good for him. The islands developed into a pirate war zone. Should we pull back or try to capture them? So we have... Who? That looks like Marco. What the fuck? Hold on. Yo, chat. Let me actually put it into a new tab. Chat, am I going insane right now? I could be. I'll still leave it on the filter side, but take this off. That person right there doing the kick. Why did he look like Marco? Why does he look like Marco? Marco's dad? Oh, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. This is how Whitebeard meets Marco. He killed his dad. Like, he had, like, what? Like, the Phoenix pirate crew over here? The Burning Wing Pirates. Let's go there. The Burning Wing Pirates. And, like, being part of the Rock's crew, he had to fight them. Because they were here for whatever reason, Shocky or another. They fought, killed his dad, felt bad, saw they had a son. That would be wild. That would be wild. But he definitely looks like Marco. He has the hair. He has that, like, kick form that he does. Even, like, the, like, pants. The only thing, like, he doesn't, like, normally have is, like, that long jacket on. That definitely reminds me of Marco. All right, Oda. I see you. Whatever you're doing, Oda, I see you. And I think that's Stussy right there. So Stussy's holding her ground. Silver Axe is getting fucked up by this Marco wannabe over here. The goddamn Fishman in Rox's crew who got a shave done. He's doing some like Fishman karate shit against a bunch of people. There's a dude with a hammer. Like Usopp's hammer attack, but real over here. What are your orders? And then a big explosion, so I think Marines are getting fucked up right now. That's... Oh, my God. Oh, not only is it Garp, of course, because we got to see Garp. It's not just Garp. We have this bum. We have the bum himself. We have... I actually forgot his name. That's how much of a bum he is. What's his name? Bogard. Bo fucking guard. Okay, chat. He's here. He's here. Great. Woo! Bogard. Yay! And has done nothing still. Him and Garp are just running through the battlefield right now. Hey, Sengoku, did you know about this crap? Yo, Sengoku, where are you, man? I want to give you credit. I think I recall someone alluding to it in a vague, rambling report once. The guy up and vanished from the Navy life sometime afterwards. Okay. So they're talking about a Navy conspiracy, but like, that's under wraps even to some of them? Oh, okay. So a Navy officer talked about something and he disappeared. This doesn't feel like a dream. They really did this. They really did this. What are you referring to? Oh, is he talking about... Oh, hold on. Because of the paneling and how they're framing it. Are they referring to the rabbit hunts, the slave hunts, the human hunts that the Celestial Dragons do every 3 years? Because the pirates, even Whitebeard said, like, oh, I've only heard rumors that this was taking place. So some of the pirates most likely don't really know outside of vague information. But the Marines, too. But that's kind of hard to do, wouldn't it be? Because you have a bunch of Marines that have to facilitate the island. And also God Knights, unless they're, like, sworn to secrecy and or killed. But that would be, like, again, oh, hey, like, a bunch of Marines, like, went with, like, a Celestial Dragon convoy. And, like, they never came back. So, like, what's up with that? Like, we know, like, the world government is kind of, like, either super secretive or, like, they plan very weirdly and they don't cover their tracks well. It's, like, very mixed. I feel like no matter what you do, it's like, how would the Marines not know? And only a single officer apparently got warped. That's if what I'm thinking is true, where with this paneling here, you see a bunch of people are dead, screwing across. It could be that Garp's upset that he's now finding out the truth, that this is a human hunt. The human hunt is here. But didn't he know going into this? He knew that Celestial Dragons were doing something, that's for sure. And that they were trying to get rocks and stuff. Did he not know that the human hunts were a thing? Oh, maybe O's trying to redeem Garp. But in a weird way, because I don't think this lines up. But, like, nonetheless, he's trying to redeem Garp. The Garp memes about, oh, prejudice breeds stability. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not anymore. Maybe not anymore. This doesn't feel like a dream. They really did this. Very angrily. Cut away to Rox's location. Why ain't these guys dying? Zebek, put me down. Oh, he got his wife. He got his wife. All right. Wife secured and son secured. But what's going to happen? Oh, yo, hold on. Music, fuck off for a second. Fuck off. Fuck off for a second. Yo. Oh, fucking K. Okay. Okay, so the theories were right. They correct Gessly. Emu, I assume Emu, Emu is making moves. He's making moves. They are making moves right now. By the way, nice shot of Zebek's baby mama, wife. Yeah. We have Garling, because of course. I think that's the one woman that we've seen before, not the Mimere family. The other woman. In the anime, I think she has blonde hair, but like it should be black, whatever. And we see demons. We see winged, horned demons and pitchforks. Very reminiscent of what's going on here. And this fire that they're walking through, is it the same fire that Emu's doing right now with the Domi Reverse Sai? His like weird domain expansion right now on Elbaf. I think it is. So Zebek's trying to kill them, but they, I guess, also have regen too. So that's also maybe a sign then, going back into the present time, when we face off against Dory and Broggy, they're also going to have regen. They're also going to have, like, some elder shit. Okay. Yo, this is a very powerful ability. I don't understand then, like, Emu, do you, like, get, like, massively tired? Can you only use this ability once per year? Like some insane cost? Because I don't understand. If you have an ability like this, that you can make, like, a horde of zombies that, like, multiply, they don't die, and you have yourself that you can fight, you have your elders, you have your god knights, you have marines, how the fuck have you not taken over the world right now? You had 800 years, my boy. You had 800 years. If you got some crazy abilities like these, and assets and military forces, how the fuck have you not won by now? There's gotta be the Conqueror's Haki, sure. That's what we are assuming is the weakness, but there's gotta be, like, a stipulation to this. There has to also be a stipulation, because this feels way too busted, but at the same time, I feel like we need something to say, like, no, there's a regulation to this. Like, he can't just fucking, like, keep this on, because if that was the case, yeah, just fucking zombify, demify everyone to serve you. Why couldn't you do that? There's gotta be a limit. Why aren't these guys dying? Zebek, put me down. We got no choice but to run. Wait, Zebek. Some of the others got caught up and transformed. What happened? Is it an ability? Yo, like Zebek said, he don't care. He don't care. As long as my son and wife are A-okay, this island can go fuck off. Not my problem. A fellow D member, too. A fellow D and Davy clan member. Not my problem. So, he's got some noble goals in him to save his wife and son, but he's not a shining knight in armor. No, he's not. Not a hero. Oh, the other people that we saw that were Davy clan members, they got transformed. So the people that were rounded up on the execution platform with his wife, which I forget, they said her name last time, but I forget. Pops, Granny. All right, let's see. Are the Davy clan gonna pop off now as demons too? And if they got transformed, obviously, Gunko's here, we know that. Is Emu doing their thing again? Yo! What the fuck? Does he have regen too? They all... So, okay, wait a minute. So, last time, it was almost like a damn near confirmation because of the one girl getting split in half by a Whitebeard. Hold on a second. They all have regen? Including Garling? Since then? How is Garling old? There must be like a level difference then, right? Because Garling is old as fuck now. The elders too. Like, Jay Garcia hasn't aged in like 200-something years. But it's been like, what, 30-something, 40-something years? Garling went looking from this to like, well, what he looks like now. So, the God Knights must have like basic regen. Whatever that is for their order. But then, The Holy Knights, or the Elders, I should say, they have something different. They clearly have something different. Okay, then. Because, I mean, look at fucking Garling. He has his skull split open like he was Whitebeard, and his shoulder at the same time as well is like a pizza was taken out of it. And he's alive. He's alive. Like, listen, hyping up Garling is one thing. He's not pulling a Whitebeard. He's not pulling a Whitebeard with like a chunk of his skull gone. I doubt that. So he has the regen, but he ages. That's weird. That's weird. He sure is strong. It takes quite a long while to regenerate from his sword slashes. Oh, a delayed effect. So, actually, we do see Garling is scuffed up. Like, not just, but like we do see some scuff marks. So, okay, whatever the effect is that they do to Immortals, there's short-term effects, and then there's long-term effects, I feel like. Because there has to be a long-term effect to, like, deal with the Immortals once and for all. But he's saying that it's taking a while. All right, Oda, you gotta actually explain this then. Like, what exactly is this technique? It's going to be probably hockey related. We've talked about it before. That I know a lot of people don't want that, especially if it's Conqueror's hockey, because that most likely then means a lot of people cannot fight certain other characters like the Elders and God Knights later on. Unless we're just going to get a lot of people of Conqueror's hockey. I doubt that, though. What is this ability? What are the criterias? How does it work? Stop dick teasing us. He sure is strong. It takes quite a long while to regenerate from his sword slashes. The girl. But now we know he's also part of the Davy clan. Finishing him off will please the Great One. I mean, he did say he was a Davy Jonesian pirate to Emu, so I feel like that should have been a hint, but sure. Indeed, the interception to our tourney has turned out to be a blessing. Let me go, Xebec. Are you gonna try to fight them off one-handed? Oh, shit. So he's saying, like, listen, I love you, put me down. You got one arm to fight these bastards. But he's strong. Listen, don't you get it? There we go. Eris, that's her name. Don't you get it, Eris? If anyone bearing the Davy clan name is caught, they're going to go through so much suffering, it'll make hell look like tame. I know that. I'm a full-fledged part of the Davy clan now. What does that mean? I'm a full-fledged Davy clan member now. What, like, is that Rox talking to the people here? Like, when he married the daughter? Eris? Like, he's like, what? How's that? Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, how would that work? What? I'm a full Davy clan member. Is he a D, but not a true Davy clan member? Like, he took his wife's name. This actually has been brought up. Like, with Roger and Rouge, they are two D clan members with their own family lineage, which that probably matters now. But Ace is born to them as a D. What name do you take? Obviously, he was called Goal D Ace. That was what Roger wanted, and Porcus Rouge wanted that. But at the same time, outside of Ace, how do you decide between two D clan, marriages? Who gets what name? Does it matter? Is it just the husband or, whatever it may be? Because that is something interesting. Because maybe that's what's going on here. That Rox is not a D clan by birth. He's a D clan, or he's not a Davy clan member by birth. He is a Davy clan by affiliation through marriage. And if that's the case, why would he want to change his actual name? All right, this is fascinating. I'm a full-fledged part of the Davy clan now. Everyone here was always so nice to me, even though I was a pirate. Is that... I think that's Rox talking. I'm pretty sure that's Rox saying that. So we have the old man... Again, that looks like a straw hat. That looks like a straw hat. That's gotta mean something. For sure. I fully understand the fate of our clan faces. Now put me down. Okay, so Rox was talking before. Now it's Eris saying, like, listen, I get it. But you gotta put me down. So Rox became a full-fledged part of the Davy clan. Everyone here was always so nice to me, even though I was a pirate. Interesting. So again, either A, he was a Davy clan member, but not a fully accepted one. B, he was a D clan member, but not a Davy clan member. He became one through marriage. Or C, it's something else. I want to go with B. Like, because again, you have Roger and Rouge. So, you know, there's that thing in Ace. So, I guess maybe that's the idea. Like, if Roger wanted to, he could have taken his wife's name, his wife's family name, where it's like, Porcus D. Roger. He could have been called that. Same thing with Rouge, too. She could have been called Gold D. Rouge. Does it matter? Outside the Davy clan, I don't know, but maybe it might later on. I am fully aware and understand the fate of our clan faces. Now put me down. Oi! If I was the kind of woman who just clung to you and couldn't protect a single child. Oh, Eris. Yeah? You can stand on business? Fuck it. Alright. She wants to fight. You never would have fallen for me, right? Interesting. So, Rox likes a woman that can fight. Fair enough. Oi! Don't be an idiot. Well, as he blushes. This is wholesome. Wholesome. If it looks like they're about to get me, I'll kill, teach, and commit suicide. God damn. She wants to do the, oh my goodness. Cersei Lannister. Hold on. Let me, change my lighting. There we go. Too much. That's better. She wants to do the, Cersei Lannister right now. My lighting is not... Like, it's either too bright, and I don't want it to be too bright. Let me see. That's fine, I guess. We'll make it work. I gotta get a new lighting, new setup for some things, but... Okay, so... Eris wants to fight. And she even says, if we get caught, we'll just kill ourselves. In Minecraft. YouTube. In Minecraft. We'll survive this by splitting up. Let's meet on... Lelouchia? Whoa, what the fuck? Was Lelouchia another island to keep D-Clan members safe? Interesting. Huh. Lelouchia Kingdom. Let's meet on Lelouchia Kingdom, Zebek. Finally. Ditch your wife and kid, huh? Yo. Hey, listen, Rox is not a great person. But on the totem pole, on the tier list, you know, compared to him and Garling, he's a much better dad than Garling. Much better father. Yo, fuck you, Garling. Fuck you. Finally ditched your wife and kid, huh? Now then. What will the next attack be, eh? Why am I the one being saved here, eh? Ah, so she goes off in the distance and is like, ah, my woman, she's something else. Pumps his arm. Damn it, I don't have my sword. Hold on. We have techniques coming out, man. We got techniques. I also have to use a lightsaber. So he pumps his arm, ready to go, and then just goes down and chops. I was about to say, did he like make another huge cut to the island? I think he did, but it's not like through the God Valley area. It's not. It's like across it. He makes a massive cut that goes out into the ocean. Oh, fuck. Okay. Afraid I can't let you go any further. Now bring it on, you monsters. So Xebec, Garling, not Roger? At least not yet. At least not yet. Hey, Lupin, how's it going, man? Xebec is a far better person than Garp for me. That's a topic right there. We can discuss that after the chapter. That's definitely a topic. Interesting. Interesting. But no Roger or Xebec yet. This is weird. I hope it happens soon. But this is definitely weird if we don't get Roger and Rox. He's called Roger's greatest rival. So you would have to imagine that Roger on God Valley fought Xebec. At least that would be the idea. That would be the idea. All right, let's continue this. So he makes a massive cut, says he's going to fight all of them right there. Xebec. And Teach sees his dad standing on business. Outside storeroom number 1. Mama. This'll do. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. I read that wrong. Mama, this will do. So she's raiding a treasure room. A model of the okay, so they changed that name. Fishy fruit. I'll feed it to Katakuri. My future crew gonna be overwhelmingly powerful. Bro, if Katakuri got this instead of the mochi fruit, whoa, Luffy, I don't know if you would have won. Yeah, Katakuri wouldn't be as slick as he was. Dragon form Katakuri, I need fan art. Desperately. Cole must have been losing his mind. You have to consider that general public does not know what really happened there. Sure, but Sengoku knows. By proxy, Garp knows. Like, higher-end Marines know. They say, like, legends were formed there, and we even have... Hold on, wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Yeah, when we first got mentioned of God Valley, we had Garp and Roger silhouettes against Xebec. And the rest of the crew, obviously. But, like, wait a minute. You have to consider, like, Roger has to fight Xebec here, right? He has to. It's going to be a much tired Xebec because he's dealing with the zombies, the demonic zombies. This is great fan art. But nonetheless, though, come on. They gotta fight. If Roger and Xebec don't fight, and it's just Garling and a host of Domi reverse side demons, to me, that's kind of weird. Like, I hate to say it, but Roger might get nerfed in the power scheme. Like, unlike everyone that's, like, memeing right now with Roger, I might actually have to nerf Roger if Rox and Roger on God Valley did not fight. The peak pinnacle power of Rox does not fight Roger. At all. That would be... Nah, that might be... Oh, that might be wrong. That might be too far gone to do something like that. I would not like that. Alright. Let's continue. Oh, Kaido. Kaido! Thunderbug. Well, he doesn't have the name technique yet, but yo, he sees and hears this. Nah, bitch, mine. Yo, damn. Is that how it happened? Is this really how it happened? They were saying some shit like, oh, Kaido was maybe doing some shit on God Valley, and Big Mom was like, Kaido, where are you? After everything happened. Is this how that happens? So he gets the fruit by smacking the shit out of Big Mom. Hold on, wait a minute. I thought Big Mom gave him the fruit to save his life. Wasn't that the consensus? I gotta go back. Hold on, wait a minute. Fish, no me. Here we go. On the day rocks fell into ruin at God Valley, I gave you that mythical model, fish fruit. You owe me for life, Kaido. Whatever you say, we can talk after we get it. Kaido's Devil Fruit seems to have a inexplicable connection to his past with Big Mom, what happened in the aftermath of God Valley. Yeah, and it's implied that she, I think, said she saved his life or something. Yeah, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. This is a completely different narrative. This is a much different narrative. No, Oda, I think you're retconning, man. I think he's retconning. Like how I felt with the Roger panel. Oh, Garp panel. I think Oda's kind of retconning a little bit right now in this chapter. Like, the Marines apparently don't know about the fucking rabbit hunts. Somehow. Looks like Rocks might be fighting Garling. I hope this changes. And then Kaido sneaks Big Mom for the fruit? I don't know. Guys. This feels a little bit like retconning right now. It kind of has that sniff to it. I kind of smell it. I kind of smell some retcon going on now. All right, let's continue. This is interesting. So, clubs her down. Obviously, she's like, ugh! So even then, though, Kaido could... Is he going to knock her out? Like, if that happens, that's definitely changing the narrative. Absolutely. Like, if he could knock out Big Mom... Alright, wait, this Kaido is a lot stronger than I gave him credit for. She's not at her peak, obviously, but this Kaido is a lot better. This Kaido is a lot better than I thought. So, knocks her away. Fruit goes flying. Big Mom, I think, regains consciousness. Kaido literally eats it midair. Yo, how are people in One Piece world just eating an entire fruit in one go? That's insane. That might be the craziest feat that we see these people do. Eats in one gulp. Big Mom, her magnificent body hits the ground. Napoleon, are you not here, man? Are you not doing anything? Yeah. Yo, Kaido said, I wanted to make sure you weren't going to go back on your deal. Thanks, sis. Thanks for the goddamn dragon fruit. Screw you, Kaido. And a big explosion, maybe some hockey, I'm not too sure. So, Dragon now, running away still with Shanks. I won't let you die. And then Teach's mom. I won't let you die, Teach. Wow. Okay. I know a lot of people talk about Shanks and Teach. Come on now. This is like strong parallels here. Like, not just because maybe he's a D member too, Shanks. Like, he's a God Knight, or like he's a member of like the Celestial Dragons, and he's a D-Clan member that run both in his veins. However, there's a chance. There is a chance that Teach and Shanks are still happening. Like, that fight is going to go down. Like, the two survivors of God Valley. I like it. I like it. I like that narrative. That's a good narrative to me. It adds more to what we already kind of wanted. The behind the game stage area, prize storage room 2. So there's a prize storage room 1. And there's a prize storage room 2. Okay. So storage room number 1 is located by the town area, which I think is like inside of the treasury. Like inside of like the middle of God Valley. Then there's another storage room that's like by the coast area. Okay. I found the treasure. Wahoo! So that's the area that the the Roger Pirates, they raid that one. So not the other area. That's crazy if they would have just changed up locations. I've never seen this much loot before in my life. Woo-hoo-hoo! There's devil fruits here too. Really? The Roger Pirates find devil fruits. Buggy's not here yet, so that's later on. What fruits do they find? Now I'm really curious. Wait, they find fruits. Yo, hold on now. Wow, there's fruits here too. Load it all up, men. We'd let the Roger Pirates get away with all that. So Gazan over here, the big dude. Yo, damn! Scopper. Big man. Comes in. Sorry, man. Ours for the taking. Wow. Just casually blocks him. Just casually blocks the big guy. Reminds me of Whitebeard and John Giant. Just like, you're in the way. You're in the way. Submarines. Drive the pirates off this island. Nothing makes sense here. Even justice. So is this really like the first time that Garp is kind of like realizing, oh, the side that I'm fighting for doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. That's great and all, Garp. That's really great. You're still with that organization, though. We really do need a deeper dive set into Garp's mindset. We really do. We really do. The world government. The world government's navy. They're here. Please help us. Dude, they're going to turn you back into slaves, man. They're not going to help you. God Valley is not a member nation. As such, even if I only miss one more, I'm gonna save as many people as I possibly can. So Kuma is trying to save people. Meanwhile, the Navy are like blowing the island to smithereens because it's not an affiliated nation. This place really is in chaos. But again, Shanks' words, the Whitebeard, the correct comment, he probably will. This sake is for my home nation, my home island. Implying that he's gone to God Valley again. Somehow. So, it's still here. Maybe. And he's got it. He's got it. He's got a way to go there. Saturn. Yo, this man is just onlooking this entire thing. Yo, pull up, Saturn. We know you can fight. Go down there and start fighting. Saturn, is Rox dead yet? Well, things have continued to unfold outside of our expectations. In fact, dude, that's a fucking catchphrase I feel like they're going to have to use more of the world government. Things have gone from our expectations. No shit, Sherlock. No, really. Yeah, I might be using this. I might be using this as a template for, like, just when the world government's plans just don't make sense. Well, things have continued to go to unfold outside of our expectations. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Seriously, like, if they have Dome Versailles, I don't know how they don't win. Anyway. Okay. So, Saturn's like, not going well. You're gonna need to do something. Imagine Emu's on the phone. Yeah, get your ass down there, bitch. I gave you immortality. And a cool spider thing. Go. Fight. What the fuck? That's what I would be like. Like, come on, man. You've been around for like, what, 200, 300 years? Time to fight, big boy. Yo, is that Kaido? Oh, no. Oh, no. Kaido's ore farming in his dragon form. The first thing he does with his fruit, ore farm. All this intense destruction, I believe, if it continues on... What is that? Is that a dragon? We can risk something else being unleashed. Really? What the fuck? All this intense destruction, I believe it would continue. We risk something else to be unleashed. And that is what? What are you implying, Saint Saturn? That must not be permitted. We risk something else to be unleashed. Alright, so something else on the island? There was the idea of the mines. The mines of Moria over here. The mines of God Valley. That maybe there's something else here. Maybe. Thank you so very much. Kuma-kun, you are... no need to thank me. We're in a really hurry situation right now. Anywhere but here would be heaven. I had given up on surviving this. Thank you, lad. And then Pop slaps all the people away. Thank you, sir. Thank you. A woman and her kids. A bunch of people crying. Guinea. Oh, man, that's nice. Hockey is just emitting through the entire island. Yo. Woo. Who be? Who be this? Who be this? Is it who I think it is? Because, yo, Roger, Garp, Rocks. They're doing the thing that Luffy was doing in the recent arc. So, is this who I think it is? Is he, like, pulling up more? Is he pulling up more now? Oh, it's Saturn? Bro. Trying to glaze Saturn. Trying to glaze him. Get out of here, Saturn. So, Roger. Hey, boss! It's Rocks and the others. Hold on. This is that probably isn't the time for that, okay? So, Roger's like, hold on. Is real... Okay, maybe this era Roger, maybe. Are you implying that Roger Garp from last chapter, motherfuckers were hyping that Garp up to insane levels, and Rocks? Are you implying that Rocks, Roger, and Garp have to go deal with Saturn? Nah. No way. No way. Nah. I cannot fathom that. All three have to pay attention to Saturn? Nah. Oda, I don't believe that. We literally saw Luffy fucking up a bunch of them. Wait, we saw Luffy fuck up Saturn and Kizaru. No, that's... Alright. They're just saying, like, this might be a slight issue. Probably. Like, okay. That might be a problem. But not like the end of the world. Because there's no way. Luffy, like, unless we're going to upscale that Luffy now. Nah, I don't think so. He Dawn symboled him and Kizaru. What the fuck? He had to call in backup. No. All right. But the streets are, I'm sure, were probably saying, oh, Saturn. Okay. All right. How dare you go after my family? If you want to die, I'll take you down first. Oh, wow. Hold on. So a bunch of people are beaten. I'm assuming Garling. Yo! Oh. Well, in the beginning of the stream, I was saying stocks were going to go up. Do they go down or do they stay neutral? That's going to be the question, I think, at the end of the stream. Did Garling stocks go down? Or did they stay neutral? Something that makes you go, At the bare minimum, it's neutral. But the streets, again, they are like the tides. They come in and come out whenever they feel like it. So they might slander. They might slander Garling. Garling may have lost some points. But it is rocks. It is definitely rocks, so, you know. But he did need help, and he still lost. He first got massive injuries, number one, and was complaining about how long it was taking while he was carrying his wife. Number two, even with Dolmy reverse side going on, rocks. Come on. Time to fight. And does that big-ass slash. And then all of a sudden, we cut back. Garling. Garling! Uh-oh. Retro. We're going to have to rescale. We might have to rescale. There's not much to gain here, you know. Still going to help out? Oh, he's talking to Whitebeard. Don't sweat it. I owe you since I'm always drinking on your tab. Oh, who's saying that? Whitebeard or Rocks, maybe? Maybe both. Kaido, what the fuck are you doing, man? What are you doing? Hey, you two, check this out. Yo, he's like, hey, guys, look at me. I'm a fucking dragon now. All right. Okay, Kaido. What is this panel? What? They're looking like... they're trying to make Kaido look like he's, like, top 3 in the crew. What the fuck? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? They're trying to make Kaido look like he's top 3. Like, it's always been Rocks, Whitebeard, and Kaido. Relax. Relax. He got powerful, for sure, but relax. Relax. It's still Shiki. It's still Shiki. Yo, where's my Shiki? Shiki's getting disrespect right now by this. I like Kaido, but not like this. Nah. I finally got an ability. That's great and all, but mind if I ask what the hell we're up against now? Good on ya. Let's at least have some fun. This time. Whoa! Alright, so who the fuck are they talking about? Okay, I stand corrected. Whoa. Whoa. Hang on. Red alert. Red alert. Red alert. Red alert. We got problem. Who, Shiki? Lupin, don't do this. Lupin, don't do this. You know who Shiki is. Don't do this. Don't do that. Okay, now this makes more sense. I was about to say, like, wait, we're not glazing Saturn. There's no way we're glazing Saturn with Roger, Garp, and Rocks. There's no way. There's actually zero possibility that we're doing that. Because Luffy went like this to him and Kizaru. And he had to summon his brethren to the battlefield. No, there's no way Garp, Roger, and Rocks are like, to like, fucking primes. He's in his prime, ideally, because of the weird emu shit. That doesn't exist for the elders right now. Hell, Garling's stronger probably now because he's immortal, like he was back then, but now he has like the probably unaging thing. He might have like the teleportation thing now. He might have a fruit demon form as well. Yeah, dude, yeah. He's way stronger, Prime Saturn. Anywho, this makes more sense. This now clears up what I was saying. Okay. But now here's another thing. Gunko, does she matter? Maybe not anymore. Maybe not anymore. Because unlike Gunko, it looks like Imu was like straight up like, hey, what up, motherfuckers? I'm here. I heard you calling me out. I heard the word. Hold on. I want to adjust my light. If I can. And not make it look weird. There we go. I guess. That's fine. I heard the word that you were calling me out. What up? Yo. Come on. Oda, don't you dare skimp. Don't you dare skimp. You're summoning potentially a final villain right now to the battlefield. Saint Saturn. What is this transformation? Oh, it's a monster! Oi! Maybe this is a dream after all. What's up with this island? It's been one adventurous twist after another today. What is it, you ask? If it had to say, I'd say it is the world. It's fucking the world, though. The face-off. Yo. What the fuck is going on? Why is Imu coming out like an abyssal monster right now? Okay. What? Okay. We're not cutting away. Oda, don't you do this. By my fist, I will grace you if you cut away. If you cut away next chapter, when we're back from our break, Oda, I swear by all the deities that will hear my prayers, you will not make it away unscathed. You're going to wish that you did not get your surgery in your eyes for what I will do to you. No, Oda, don't you do it. Don't you do it, Oda. If you're trying to tell me Rock's at his peak, fucking Whitebeard, not at his peak, but still pretty strong, a fresh Kaido dragon, maybe Garp, maybe Roger, have to team up 5v1 over here against Imu? Yo. Hey, I'm listening. But you gotta keep talking. This only works if you keep talking, Oda. And you're talking something pretty interesting. Now, I will say, yet again, hold on, can I bring it up? Nah, I can't. Alright, I'll go to this panel, fine. Well, things have continued to unfold outside of our expectations. Bro, how many times have people said that Imu can't move? If it is, it's through a thrall, like them. Like Gunko, and maybe only Gunko. Yo, Imu can summon themselves to the battlefield. Like, in actuality, no Gunko shit, as far as I can tell. There's no Gunko. And it's not like he's taking over Saturn's body. I think he's, like, coming through him. Here. Like, again, Oda, you have to explain to me, in 800 years, yeah, there's been stuff like the robot, Emeth. There's been the Oars clan. There's been, like, that one pirate crew of giants that are, like, goddamn shipwrights. Like, Ryoma. There's been crazy people in the world after Joy Boy. Fine. But wait a minute. He was the top dog. He was the goddamn ceiling pot. If he's gone for 800 years, and let's say things have not gotten as bad up until, like, Rock's era, how is Imu not taking over the world? With whoever his elders are, whoever his god knights are, like, just summon yourselves to the battlefield, use your marines, because they're fucking dumbasses, and they'll do whatever the fuck you want until it's, like, too late. Cypher Pole. Domi Reverse Eye. By the Eye of Agamotto over here. And just get to work. Just get to work, Imu. Just get to fucking work. Obviously, they see themselves in a high esteemed light, so they don't want to come to the battlefield, A. But B, if there's not a weakness to summoning yourself outside of like you are kind of like Blackbeard, like you're like very tactical and skittish, if it's not like 100% in your victory, just summon yourself. Like, what the fuck? Like, unless you're just going to be very scared to do it 99% of the time, even then, just bring your dudes. Bring all of your elders. Bring all of your god knights. Teleport yourselves in. And just get to work. Just get to work. Okay. Listen, I'm just saying, okay? All right? Look, I've been on this train with a lot of people, and I do agree. It like, again, pulling up the Saturn thing, it's kind of like a lot of the time the world government is perceived to be like these mastermind Machiavellian schemers, like nearing Eisen level of planning. But then on the flip side, there are other stuff that you would think would be a no-brainer, or like instances of, oh, you guys can do this, go do that. And they just don't. It's weird. It's weird. Like, again, I don't want to, like, nauseate this point. It's just weird that, like, Oda has to make them inconsistent when it's, like, other times you've made them, like, stupidly squeaky clean. And they've been around for 800 years without a Nika, as far as we know. Without a Joy Boy to oppose them. How have they not won? Especially now, if this fucker can come here. No Gunko, no possession. You can summon yourself? I summon myself in attack mode. Bring it. You can do that? You can do that now? Like, either, again, Oda's gonna have to give Imu a, like, massive weakness where it's like, oh, he can only come down from the red line once every year. And he can only use Domi Versailles every, like, one time every year or whatever. Because it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Like, how has he not won? If he's really coming in with this aura, too. Like, Rox is injured. He is tired. But, like, still, though. Him, a Whitebeard that's fairly strong, fresh Kaido Dragon, Kaido, maybe Garp and Roger have to team up? Brother, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. Imu is now going higher. Going much higher on the list. And then, think about that for a second. If that's the case, what the fuck is going on with Joy Boy? Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Joy Boy! Like, what the fuck? Was Joy Boy just, like, flicking his finger with Conqueror's Haki and being like, hey, Imu, get fucked? Like, I know Joy Boy's clean and all. Like, he should be, at least. And outside of, like, the Nika, like, Joy Boy's gonna be him. He is. But damn. Like, what the fuck? Was he lifting up the red line back in the day and using it like a whack-a-mole? Just like, hey, Imu, just fuck off right now. And then that goes into another argument that I always have. How did Joy Boy lose? How did he lose? Because think about it. He had himself a Haki master, probably. Devil Fruit mastery. So what Luffy can do now, times it. Because he's probably mastered it. He had probably most of, if not all of, the unique races under his control. He might have had Lunarians. He might have had the Skypians. He might have had the Three-Eyed Clan. He might have had all of them. The Minks during Sulong. The Buccaneers. He had, with his kingdom, insane technology that even that even Vegapunk now, he says, oh yeah, I can't even replicate it. Like, this shit is beyond us. Fucking Emeth. And God knows what else he had. Like the mother flame. Like the true eternal flame. How the fuck did he lose? This is why I say constantly, do not be surprised if Joy Boy gave up. Or maybe gave up's the wrong word. Do not be surprised if Joy Boy, because he is the sun god Nika of that time. He's like maybe the second, incarnation of the Nika. What is the Nika all about? The Nika is about spreading joy, prosperity to the entire world. And, well, obviously, war is not a very prosperous thing. It's not. And they said it was a war back then between Joy Boy and Emu. Maybe Davy, Davy Jones, but we'll see about that. So maybe, after, so long of fighting, Joy Boy was, for whatever reason, again, maybe naively believed, like Odin, hey, if I turn myself in, Emu, can you stop killing people? And he was like, yeah, sure, bud. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna not kill your people and everyone else that opposes me. Just turn yourself in, kill yourself in Minecraft, and we're good. We're peachy. We're peachy. And maybe this goes into, I think at least, that when Roger read the story of Joy Boy, he got inspired by that in a roundabout way. And that's why he turned himself in to get executed. Because Joy Boy did this. Joy Boy did this. Because he thought that was the best way to end the war. Because it's like, in an actual fight, yeah, Emu back in the day, with God knows how many people under him, devil fruits that they could use, maybe stole Uranus. But still, though, beating Joy Boy when... Oh, that's fate. Where is it? Beating Joy Boy when you're like this? This is the face of someone who beat him in a battle? Huh. I don't know. It doesn't look confident to me. He looks like he's like... He's losing it. So to me, I think the fight that did go on back then didn't end in a victorious, decisive moment. It ended with probably a whimper in the sense of a negotiation tactic that is probably going to be very foolish on Joy Boy's part. I'm expecting that. I don't want it to, but it probably is. And then Joy Boy gave himself up, and the Emu was like, psych, Red Wedding style, gonna kill all the D-Clan. And that's history. And, kept their lore and stuff wrapped up for 800 years. And flooded the earth, I guess, at some point. But, still, though, if this motherfucker really is this confident, damn, Joy Boy must be some gnarly shit. And again, without Joy Boy, that figure here, how did Emu not win already? Gotta find out. Now, outside of that stuff, outside of power scaling and kind of that weird area for One Piece right now, this is a good chapter. Very extensive chapter. I like this. Cover page kind of pissed me off. I need Yamato to leave ASAP, but I don't know that's happening anymore, and I'm very, very upset. Very upset by that. Got some nice Rayleigh and Shocky moments for sure. I like that. That's pretty good. Little cutesy love right there. Shiki got one screen time in this chapter. A little upset by that. Needed more. The Roger Pirates are definitely making out with a lot of the score. For sure. We get a re-showing of what happened with Ivankov in Kuma with Big Mom. Very neat. Big Mom looking yummy, as always. Silver Axe was getting his ass kicked by someone. Again, I don't know who he is, but he looks like Marco. He looks like Marco. Stussy's fighting with guns. Fishman dude's doing something. What's his name? Rocks Pirates. Rocks Pirates. What's his name? The Fishman. Barbell. Barbell, that's his name. Barbell's doing some Fishman karate to some people. Marines are getting fucked up as always. Here comes the first major, thing for me to discuss for this chapter. Garp. Is Oda trying to make Garp somehow unaware of what the Celestial Dragons have done up until now, and thus making his overall character come off as a little bit more naive up until now, and thus shouldn't be taking the blame? He could do that if he is. But at the same time, though, you're still working with the Celestial Dragons. Garp knew. Garp, at the end of the day... Hold on. Let me see. Here we go. Navy headquarters. Our report has been verified, but if the danger is real, it will be a disaster. This is about the Celestial Dragons' little field trip, isn't it? Why should I care if they're in trouble? I always said it'd come back to bite you if you messed with the Pirate Island. Yeah, so again, I guess Oda's trying to convey that even Garp did not know about the manslaughter that the Celestial Dragons really do on these quote-unquote field trips. But even still, you would have to imagine the Marines, they facilitate these rabbit hunts. Actually, hold on. I think we kind of know that already. Because not only do we have them here in the flashback, but it's implied Harold, as in the overarching part of this flashback, to make amends with the world government, he had to shave his head. Why? Because he ran into an island that was getting taken over because they weren't considered a true affiliated nation, so their lives meant nothing to the world government. Where is it? Yeah! Right here. We see all the time, world government, more Cypherpole, yeah, but world government ships, they do round up people for the Celestial Dragons, and most likely for other rabbit hunts like this. So when Sengoku says this, hey Sengoku, did you know about this crap? I think I recall someone alluding to it in a vague rambling report once. The guy up and vanished from Navy life sometime after. If they're really implying that a bunch of Navy officers just don't know, or they're not saying shit about these rabbit hunts, bro, the Navy, their reputation is going in the gutter. Their reputation of justice going in the fucking gutter. And I kind of do find it BS that Garp and Sengoku 2 are also not, somewhat aware at this time that, yeah, the Celestial Dragons, whenever they move, especially if it's in mass, people are going to get hurt. People are going to get hurt. So that's kind of not a retcon, but a weird choice for Oda to do to make Garp look better. Kind of. But at the same time, it's how would they not know? How would they really not know? Next is another major segment. So Imu, either through Gunko or they themselves were here for a moment, used Dami Reversi on a bunch of the captured Davy Clan member, and Garling and Rocks had an off-screen confrontation as he's trying to get his wife back and Teach. And in doing so, these guys got turned into demons, and Garling's complaining that he took a lot of damage and it's taken a while to grow back. So Zebek's got some good shit going on. He does. But he didn't finish the job. He did not finish off the job. Then we go into a whole exposition with Eris and I almost said Teach. Rox about like their relationship and the idea of the Davy clan and their kind of purpose. Also, a little brief idea on Rox became a full-fledged Davy clan member. We talked about middle of the stream. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that it's when he says, I finally now become a full-fledged Davy clan member, in that little moment as he's talking to, I guess, Eris's dad and the other Davy clan, is it that he is part Davy clan, but he was now accepted by the others? Do you think that he was a D clan member with a different family name, but by marrying Eris, he became a Davy clan member? Or C, is it something else? Like, am I thinking something that's not correct? What do you guys perceive this as? I want to go with the idea that he took her name. He is a D clan member, but he wanted to be affiliated with the Davy clan because he looks up to Davy Jones for some reason. That's the idea. So that would be a little bit more interesting that Teach gets his Davy genes from his mom more than he gets it from his dad. I finally understand the fate of our clan's members. So yeah, they go into that. And she also goes into the fact of, listen, I'm a strong woman. I know how to take care of myself, and you know that. That's why you love me. At the same time, if worse comes to worse, I'm going to kill myself and kill my kid. Because I do understand that Emu, they don't play around. That's a crazy committed woman you got there, Rox, but nice. Also, Lelouchia Kingdom is mentioned. It's mentioned. Very interesting. So, Lelouchia has some more exploits than we gave it credit for. And then Rox is going up against Garling. Garling being a shit husband and father. You finally dropped your wife and kids, huh? Yo. What you fucking say about my wife and kid? I'm a pirate. I've done terrible things. You shut your goddamn mouth about them. And does like a awesome fucking island cut over here to flex. Just to fucking flex. Like, yeah. You want to fuck with me? Come on. You want to get to my wife and kid? Have at me. Very cool. Very dope. And then we see again the aftermath of Big Mom getting the dragon fruit. Now, once more, we talked about this during stream. This feels kind of a retcon. They've implied and straight up have information, if I can find it. Where, here it is. They have straight up info cards that say, with panels to the manga, that said Big Mom gave it to Kaido in a desperate need, and also in other instances implied Big Mom saved Kaido's life that day on God Valley. Now maybe she's implying the debt comes from after, aka what we see at the end of the chapter with this Emu lineup. Let's say Kaido's like the first one to fall against Emu, which would be young Kaido. It's a young Kaido, so take it with a grain of salt. But that's still kind of nuts that like Emu like bitched a new dragon Kaido. And by doing that, Big Mom comes in to save Kaido. And that's where the debt's from. It could be that, but the context, especially with this, it does feel like Big Mom saved him at the same time that she gave him the dragon fruit. And that's where the debt comes from. The idea of she gave it to him. And then even like the info card here says, Kaido's devil fruit seems to have an inexplicable connection to his past with Big Mom. What happened in the aftermath of God Valley? Well, apparently the answer is he fucking snuck Big Mom and said, mine. That, to me, definitely feels like a retcon. Is it the end of the world if it's a retcon? No, it's just there was a lot more intrigue on Kaido and Big Mom's relationship that constantly gets brought up a lot. I feel like you lose something because Big Mom just gets fucking sucker punched, and Kyle's like, "I'll take that." You lose something. You lose a little bit of that character interaction between those two by having that. Like they weren't perfect, siblings, if you want to use that, because everyone's been saying that. Siblings with each other on the Rock's crew. No, they're not. But they had something. I feel like this kind of takes away from that. So, they have a clash, I think, for a brief moment. Dragon showed up one time, saving Shanks, and then Aerith saving Teach. Again, we talked about it too. There's definitely like a parallelization between Teach and Shanks, the survivors of the aftermath of God Valley, and potentially Shanks is part Davy Clan member too. So if they fight in the future, they are the survivors of God Valley and two Davy Clan members facing off against each other. That sounds great. That sounds awesome. I like that new twist to their fated connection, if you will. Roger Pirates start looting the gold area that was by the start area. Gazan tries to go in there. Scopper's like, nah, not a big deal. They imply that they find devil fruits. That's interesting. Do any of the Roger Pirates get devil fruits? That'll be new information. Marines are going to do some stuff, but probably not much. Garp makes a comment again. Justice here makes no sense. Kumachi's doing his thing in the background, saving people. Saturn's like, damn. This did not go as planned. Again, we made a comment on that multiple times, so I'm not going to address that. Go back to the part of the stream. Kaido's ore farming with his dragon fruit. People are like, what the fuck? Now, one thing I will say, though, this is like, what, the third in-course entries of the chapter? Saturn's talking to someone. I assume his other Gorosei members, maybe Imu. All this intense destruction, I believe, if it continues, we risk something else being unleashed. That must not be permitted. With the end of the chapter, maybe it's implying Imu. Like, if this does not get handled now, our Lord is going to come down here and be very pissed. We can't allow that. We cannot allow that. Could be. Or there's a possibility there's something else on God Valley. They did say this area had a lot of precious materials and resources. Mining stuff, specifically. There's been a lot of ideas connecting God Valley to the mural that we see in Elbaf, where in World 1, there appears to be some kind of manufacturing and mining going on. And one of those areas could be God Valley. It could be God Valley. I don't know if it is, but maybe that could be tied here. Why would they not want to unleash it? I'm not too sure. But again, because of the ending of the chapter, I wouldn't be surprised if people are saying it's more related to Imu getting upset and has to come down here. It could be that. It could be that. The only way this works is that all the 5 stars appear on God Valley next chapter. Bro, are you serious? If Imu comes in and all of his retainers are here, how the fuck they lose? Wait. I mean, it's rocks, but like, we're hyping up Imu right now. And the elders, they're kind of weirdly placed. But it's like, you have the elders doing their thing. Imu's leading the charge. Adami Reverse Eye is being activated on the island. He might double tap it. You have Garp here, but maybe Garp's gonna fight Imu. That would be insane. The other God Knights are here, regenning, as always. How the fuck do you lose? What happened? What the fuck happened? Oh, that'd be crazy, though. He summons all 5 next chapter? Fuck me, man. All the God Knights, all the Elders, Imu himself. Which, again, throws a fucking curveball, so they can be summoned. They all can fight. Fuck the Holy Land. That doesn't matter. If they want to go somewhere, they can. Yo, just go take out Kaido. Go take out Wano Country. Go take Elbaf. You like, I mean, that's what they're doing now. It's like, no, seriously, just Emu, and most of his God Knights. Just go take Elbaf. You could have had it already. Emu is coming to God Valley. Oh, okay. So never mind. I thought you were implying because of the end of the chapter, Lupin. It's like, it's almost like certain, or at least a good chance, Emu himself is summoning himself. Like, he's like literally teleporting onto the battlefield. Hey, motherfuckers, I'm here. Through Saturn. I don't know if this is going to be another Gunko situation. I don't know if this is going to be another Gunko situation where there's going to be a possession, because it kind of looks different than last time. This looks like he is straight up coming to the field to fight them. So if that happens, from your comment, the only way this works is that all 5 stars appear next chapter. Are you implying that instead of Emu, he's going to summon all the other elders himself and not come and fight? That might work. But even still, I'm like, yo, what? I don't see that in a way. He's too scared to fight. I kind of agree. The impression here is that Emu probably is very tactical, but at the same time, nervous to fight anyone with Conqueror's Haki to a certain level, and D-Clan members. He's probably, like, very, very hesitant. Like, kind of like Teach. He doesn't want to do something if he doesn't know for 100% certainty he can't win. He's a little girl? We'll see. We'll see. Because he's got power. He clearly can fight. He has crazy hacks ability. It's just like, bro, go do something. Go do something, man. Again, Kuma saving people, very wholesome. Big hockey bolts are spreading across the island. Garp, Roger, and Rocks all sense it. At first, I thought it was Saturn, but Roger's like, nah, hold on. Something big's coming. Rocks is like, you want to kill my family members? Fuck it. Come on now. And then Garling, Garling might have lost some aura points. Whitebeard and Rocks have a wholesome moment with each other. Kaido's trying to come in like he's top 3. And again, Roger and Garp maybe be coming in too, because again, from this panel setup, it makes it look like we're going to have a 5v1, somewhat paralleling, which I've been saying this for a while, and other people too, that God Valley is essentially the roof piece of that era. So you have Roger as, of course, Luffy. Of course. You have your Roger. You have Whitebeard. Let's say Rocks, Kaido, and then Garp. These are the 5. Instead of it being 5v2, Kaido and Big Mom, it's Emu. It's fucking Emu. That would be insane if we get a 5v1 against Emu. One of which is a primetime Rocks. He's injured, he's tired, but still though, that's insane to think that Roger, Rocks, and Garp, with more assistance from other people, are going to have to work together to fight Emu in a somewhat similar way to the rooftop was. Oh, man, that would be nuts. I mean, if that happens, yo, Emu definitely is going to get upscaled. But again, What does that say about Joy Boy? What does that say about Joy Boy? If Emu can fight a Rox, Roger, Garp, Whitebeard, Kaido, Kaido's Kaido, whatever. If he requires that, and yet this fucker right here is like, Joy Boy! Yo, like, seriously, what the fuck was Joy Boy doing back then? What the fuck was he doing? Yo, was Joy Boy that much of a monster? Was he, like, that much of a fucking freak? Was he lifting up the red line? I mean, damn, dude. Like, yo, the lineage right here. Like, Joy Boy, if Emu requires that, then damn, like, Joy Boy, if Joy Boy spawned on the island then, instead of, like, Emu, let's say in a crazy what if, like, Joy Boy at his prime, whatever the fuck, spawns on the island in front of Roger, Rox, Whitebeard, new Kaido dragon form, Garp. Yo, would they be shitting in their pants right now from his hockey? Like, Emu flexing their hockey. Would Joy Boy just be like, hey, yo, let's go, boys. Let's go, whippersnappers. I've been waiting for a fight. Like, because if they really do have to 5v1 Emu, bro, we are upscaling Joy Boy. We are upscaling Joy Boy. And what's the word here? I'm not hating that. That's not a bad thing. It's just, damn. What does that say about endgame Luffy? Because I do think endgame Luffy will probably surpass Joy Boy. Maybe the Nika. Maybe. If the Nika, is a very powerful entity and is stronger than Joy Boy, so it depends on that. Let's see. Like, yeah, like, we don't know what the Nika is. We have no idea how it functions, how it fights, nothing. We have no, like, real good indicator on how the Nika existed and if it was a fighter. But if it was, and if it was stronger than Joy Boy, bro, this thing was actually a god. Alright. We don't see Emu fight until the end of the manga. So, Lupin, do you think Emu is still the final villain? Do you not believe in the greatness of Mr. Zehahaha? Do you not believe in the idea that to get revenge for his father that went to the Holy Land and said, I'm coming back. I'm coming back one day. But obviously he dies on God Valley. Where's my Zehahaha? Where's my Zehahaha? Sure, let's do this. Do you, Lupin, not think Teach is gonna go to God Valley, the Holy Land? He's gonna take Emu and win. And by that, he will become the final villain. I believe in the stocks, man. I believe in Teach, man. I believe that he will be the final villain of One Piece. But you're saying we're not going to see Emu fight till the end of the manga. I think we're going to see Emu fight, obviously, now as Gunko, for sure. If Teach arrives right after Luffy's fight with him, we could see it again. So, I actually think, whether or not he's the final villain or not, I think we could totally see Emu fighting soon. And if that's the case, maybe we could get some new stuff in the flashback as well. How can BB be the big bad after this flashback? Because he wants to rule the world. Are you heading out, RG? See ya, man. Emu? Yes, Emu. This is not Okay, what the fuck are you talking about? This is not Monkey Island. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Come on now. At the end of the day, Teach is not his father. He wants to have revenge for his father, but he's not his father. There are clear signs that Rox and Teach, they share blood, they share ideas, but they are not one-to-one. They do not go together. Teach is willing to do things that I don't think Rox would be willing to do. And I think Teach has his own ambition to take over the world. I mean, we know this. We know this. We know this. Hold on. Where is it? Yeah. I have too many tabs open. We have too many tabs open. But we know this. We know what Teach's end-all, be-all goal is. What does Teach want? The world. We want the world. It's like, yo. And at the end of the chapter, what does Rox say about Emu? What does Emu represent? The world, or the power dynamic of the world. Therefore, going into what I just said before, there's probably a high likelihood that Blackbeard and Emu are going to come to blows, man. Yeah, Teach will now forever of mass. I see the manga ending with a big battle between the pirates, led by their king, and the world government. That's how I used to see it, but now I'm like, nah, I think it might be a pirate battle. Or not a battle. It's a battle, but not like, I don't want it to be a Davy Back fight. That's what I want to say. I don't want it to be a Davy Back fight. I think it's going to be a pirate war. I think it's going to be a pirate war led by Teach and Luffy. Now, Teach might have some influence with the world government. He might pull strings behind the scenes if he does absorb Emu, takes his position. Maybe some God Knights do bow down to Teach. But that doesn't mean the entire world government, mainly the Marines, are going to serve him. If they find out that Blackbeard, a pirate, is now their leader, by proxy, they'll leave. I think like Kobe, Smoker, maybe even Akinu himself will probably not follow Teach and the new world government that Teach is in charge of. So the world government and them will still have their own little factions, but at the end of the day, the big bad that Luffy and company are going to have to fight, I'm going with Blackbeard. I'm going with Blackbeard. That's my dude right there. After this flashback and Rox and Emu and everything, I think Blackbeard has a high likelihood after Luffy and Gunko, Emu Gunko, fight. There's a highly high chance right now that what's going on in the Holy Land is the Blackbeard pirates are fighting the Holy Land, the God Knights. And there's a good chance Blackbeard's going to go take on Emu. I see it, man. I see it as clear as crystal, man. I can see it right now. And because we're having this fight, whether or not he does it by himself might be a different story. Because people did used to say, I could see a Luffy and Blackbeard versus Emu. I didn't believe that. I think it's either going to be Emu or Blackbeard, not some weird clash together with Luffy. However, I have to now, I guess, put it into play. Because if this fight does happen, it's 5 versus 1. These 5 people, Kaido, Rox, Whitebeard, Garp, Roger, versus Emu, then there could be a better chance that Luffy and Blackbeard could fight Emu. There could be a chance. Not a high chance if you ask me, but a chance. But a chance. BB will get Davy backed. No, I don't want that. I know people are okay with that now. I'm not. Oda's listening to you? I hope he is. I hope he is, man. Well, he needs his revenge against his mom and dad, against Emu, 100%. And it would be interesting, too, that if Dragon, the man who was there to save Shanks, if Teach, like, beats Dragon, and maybe Shamrock, again, could join the Blackbeard Pirates. If Blackbeard kills Emu, takes their power, takes their throne, Shamrock, who might, make a choice like, I could save my dad. Let's say the elders are fucked up, including Garling, because Garling's getting fucked up in the flashback. I could save my dad, but power. I want power, because he would probably be like Garling. Whatever it takes to get more influence and stuff, I want it. He's on that Garling grind, man. So maybe he would genuinely betray his dad and say, fuck it. You know what? Yeah, he was a pirate, but now I'm an influential figure who can serve this pirate, aka the new king of the world. It's all about perspective. It's all about rising to the top. And Garling can see an opportunity, and there could legit be a chance that Shamrock kills Garling, his dad, which would be poetic justice, because obviously Garling said fuck his fuck his baby mama. He said screw this woman that gave birth to my kids in front of his kids, and he was going to say whatever to his other kids. He doesn't really care, except for keeping them as tools. So in a roundabout way, it's poetic justice that he raised Shamrock to be as cold-hearted as him, who would, again, kill the mother of his own child. And now in a moment where Garling needs help, because the Blackbeard Pirates roll on in, they beat Emu, take his power, and the other elders are like either defeated or killed. Garling's like, Shamrock, stop them. Help me and stop these pirates. Shamrock's like, yeah, I could, Dad. Yeah, I could. I could help you. But I'm not. And then kills him. I could see that. And then, like, Teach can have Shamrock on his crew, because that also maybe then sets up, like, oh, Aokiji, if he is a rat, or if he's gonna defect from Blackbeard because he doesn't believe in the cause, he doesn't fully believe in Blackbeard's cause, that gives that an opportunity then to come through, where Aokiji can do his thing and leave the Blackbeard Pirates, or do something, and then the 10th Titanic Captain, who's the 10th Titanic Captain? Shamrock. That sounds pretty good to me. Sounds pretty good to me. I'm with this. And if Blackbeard gets Emu's power, guess what? All the Blackbeard Pirates, they get buffs. So they all have powers or some kind of unique ability already. They already have that. Guess what? Mix in the Emu shit with all of them, and they get secondary powers. So Burgess, he has the muscle fruit. Let's say he gets a demonic takeover form, like the Elders and maybe some of the God Knights. Yo, imagine he comes out like a fucking Oni, a red Oni. So muscles and an Oni power. Katarina, she already has the Nine Tails Fox fruit, but let's say she gets like the Baka Neko yokai form. Like, they all could get demons / yokai forms, just like the Elders and the Holy Knights. They can get abilities that are affiliated with Emu's power, if it really is Emu's power that's doing this. This can happen to the Blackbeard Pirates, if Blackbeard himself wins and takes his power, he can then buff his own crew. He could then buff his own crew. I think that's great. I think that's amazing. And again, that sets up him and his crew as the final threats of the story for the Straw Hats. Yep. But okay, this was a good chapter. We're on break. Sad. But I'm looking forward to the next chapter. I'm praying, Oda, you do not skip this. Do not fucking skimp. Your editor said we're showing everything. Show me everything. Everything, Oda. So, in 2 weeks' time, when we're back with One Piece, for chapter 1163, if Iru's going to pull up, and we have this squad, potentially, that are here to meet him, show me. Show me. I don't want Harold next chapter. You goddamn fool, Rocks. This newspaper said you fought honorably, but you were an idiot to the very end. No. Kill me. Kill me. Okay. And, oh yeah, we're done with this cover page storyline with Yamato. Again, I'm upset. I need Yamato to leave Wano Country ASAP, but I don't know if that's going to happen now. I'm kind of salty. Okay. Guys, in chat, give me your last comments. Give me your last comments for the evening. What do you guys think about the chapter? Where do you think we're going to happen next chapter? Are we sticking with God Valley, or are we going to cut away? Tell me what you guys think. As your last little comments, and then we're going to end the stream today. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. If I am, it'll probably be like a last-minute thing that we'll do, but stay tuned. Sunday, we're definitely doing the Ichi the Witch stream, which, by the way, shout out to Ichi the Witch real quick. I want to give that a shout out. I'll probably mention it again on Sunday. I'll mention it on Sunday. If I can find the tweet. Yes. Hold on. No, that's not it. Nope, wrong one. Here we go. So Ichi the Witch is doing pretty good in the Shonen Jump right now. So for, I think, like 17 issues. I'm sorry. Ichi the Witch has ranked first for 17 times in the last 24 issues. It has been ranked. Right now, Ichi the Witch has more than 70% chance of ranking first in a Jump TOC. I don't know what that is, but I think it's a big deal. Also, Ichi is the second manga with the most covers this year, with 5 behind One Piece, which is 6, Sakamoto Days 4, plus the upcoming anniversary one. Ichi the Witch is making moves, low-key, in Shonen Jump. That's a good thing. That's a great sign. More people need to go support it. A fantastic series. Yeah, so we're going to be doing more Ichi the Witch this Sunday when the chapter drops. Then we're going to do JJK. I think we're almost done the calling game. I feel like I said that last time, but we're almost done it. Calling game's been great. It's been really great. Then next following week, we're going to be doing the last, hopefully, stream for Fate Remastered. Then we're going to get into some new games. We're going to have a whole poll. We'll have a whole setup. And then we're going to do more anime next week, like we did last night, or I'm sorry, the night before. I'm going to try and make sure I don't get copyright claimed. I had to do a whole fucking, edit thing for that stream. But we're going to do more anime. When One Punch Man's anime for Season 3 drops this Sunday, we're going to probably do it next week. We're going to do it next week with our whole lineup. And, of course, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures on Thursday for Part 8. And The Great Estate Developer. Been loving reading both of those. Been really great. And then, because we're on break, Bug Ego, and Burn the Witch. Stay tuned to those. And, yeah. That'll be our schedule for this upcoming week and the following week. Are you going to watch the new One Punch Man? Yeah, baby. Yes, sir. Absolutely, I am. I was hoping it was going to be out this week. I was going to watch it, but no dice. They pushed it back. So, it's going to come out, I believe, this Sunday. I won't watch it this Sunday, but we are going to watch it on stream with all of you guys. So, come hell or high water, we're going to watch, and I hope it's good. I do. I really do. I don't think it's going to be good. I really don't. But we're going to watch it together on stream. After this fight, BB is almost a good guy compared to Garp. Garp is complicated, man. He's fucking complicated. But I kind of agree with that, Lupin. I kind of agree with that. Yep. All right. We're going to head out. So, Lupin, that's right. Take care. RG, thank you for stopping by as well. I'll pause the music actually right now as we are ending the stream. Thank you, everyone, for coming out to the stream today, participating in chat. VOD gang, I also want to, shout out to you guys. Even if you're not here or you're lurking, I appreciate you guys still just taking time to absorb the stream into your own daily activities. It means a lot. Again, I couldn't do anything without you guys being here and supporting. So thank you very much for coming to these streams, liking these streams, commenting, because, again, YouTube likes that. You need that in the algorithm. We have a schedule now that we're going to try and keep to and try to get out as early as possible as the week starts. And you will find that on my channel in the post and, of course, Twitter. But if you want more of an update when we go live, hit that bell notification. And if you really, really want to give me any more support than you already have, please subscribe to the channel. We're growing slowly and surely. And one day, when we get 500 subscribers, we're going to have emotes. It's going to be a fun day. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a hilarious day. And, yeah, thank you again. Just thank you from the bottom of my heart. So, just want to say that. All right, good chapter. Very good chapter. Looking forward to it. Oda, don't fucking skip this fight. Don't you do it. Don't do it. I'll see you all next time, which is going to be the earliest. Maybe Saturday, but realistically, it's going to be Sunday. Okay? So, everyone, take care. I'll see you in 2 weeks' time for One Piece. I'll see you guys on our next streams whenever you guys want to stop by. Take care. Stay safe. Hydrate. I don't have my water on me for once. I don't have my water, which is sad. Hydrate. Have a good day, a good evening, or night, wherever you may be. I'll see you on the next stream. Later.